Hello, I'm here with my new series, Scary Stories of Pakistan. This is where I narrate scary stories from Pakistan and sometimes even around the world. So today's story is very interesting because it's about a doll. So have you ever wondered what would happen if a cute toy turned into your worst nightmare? Tonight, meet the Labubu doll and pray it never finds you. It all started when I bought the Labubu doll from a night market in Karachi. The seller was this old man with twinkling eyes and a mysterious aura. I found him in a crowded market filled with glittering lights and the sweet aroma of spices. He was sitting amidst a jumble of old dusty toys, their eyes staring blankly into the abyss like lost souls. And there it was, nestled between a Raggedy Elmo doll and a one-eyed teddy bear, the Labubu doll. I've always been fascinated by vintage toys, and when I saw it, I couldn't resist. It was an antique, the shopkeeper told me, his voice raspy like sandpaper. He said, "This doll has been passed down through generations. Each generation has loved her, played with her, and cherished her. But now, it's time for someone new. Take care of her, cherish her, and love her, and she will be with you till the end of time." I took the doll home and put it on my desk. Labubu had rosy cheeks, long flowing hair, and wore a blue and white frock. But what truly captivated me was her smile. It was infectious, innocent, and warm. She looked at me with her big, round blue eyes, and I felt an inexplicable bond with her. As the days went by, I found myself talking to her, sharing my secrets and laughter. I confided in her as if she were a real person. And though it sounds silly now, I swear she listened. I know it sounds insane, but I could have sworn I saw her blinking. Then came the night that changed everything. The night I left her alone. It was a Thursday evening and I had plans with my friends. I was going out for dinner and I just didn't want to stay in and eat takeout. So I dressed up, did my makeup, put on a nice outfit, grabbed my purse and rushed out the door. The restaurant was bustling and lively and we had a wonderful time catching up and gossiping. Hours flew by and it was 12:30 a.m. by the time we decided to go home. As I hailed a cab, I couldn't help but worry about leaving Labubu alone in the house for so long. However, I tried to shake off the feeling. After all, it was just a doll. When I got home, I opened the front door and walked in. That's when I heard it. A faint buzzing sound coming from my phone. I reached out and picked it up. I'd received a text message. I opened it and my blood ran cold. The message read, "She's awake," followed by a sinister smiley face. My heart raced as I frantically searched the house, convinced that an intruder must have snuck in. But I couldn't find anyone. Just then, I noticed something strange about Labubu. Her smile seemed wider than usual, almost as if she were grinning maliciously. Shaking off the unsettling feeling, I dismissed the message as a prank and went to bed. But that night, sleep evaded me. Every creak of the house, every rustle of leaves outside my window sent shivers down my spine. I kept glancing at the clock, each tick-tock echoing the pounding of my heart. As the minutes dragged by, my fear grew. When the clock struck 3, I got out of bed to get a glass of water. But as I passed by Labubu, I could have sworn I saw her lips moving. I paused, my heart pounding in my chest. Was I imagining things or was she actually speaking? Suddenly, the room seemed colder, the shadows deeper, and the silence deafening. I quickly got my water and returned to bed, burying my head under the covers. In the darkness, my thoughts raced. Was I going crazy? Had I been spending too much time alone? Or was there really something sinister lurking in the shadows? The rest of the night passed in a blur of fear and uncertainty. The following morning, I woke up feeling drained and shaken. The events of the previous night replayed in my mind. But as the day progressed, the fear gradually subsided, replaced by a sense of relief and disbelief. I told myself it had all been a figment of my imagination, a product of too many horror movies and a vivid imagination. However, that sense of calm was short-lived. In the days that followed, strange things began to happen. First, my car keys vanished. I searched everywhere. but they were nowhere to be found. Then my cat, who usually adored me, started hissing at Labubu whenever I placed her near the doll. But the most disturbing incidents occurred at night. Every night at precisely 3:07 a.m., I would hear whispering coming from Labubu's direction. Startled, I would rush to the shelf only to find her sitting silently, her eyes seemingly gleaming in the darkness. Unable to explain what I was seeing, I resorted to checking my camera. And one night I caught it on tape. Labubu's head had moved on its own, slowly turning towards me as if she were spying on my every move. Fear gnawed at my insides. What was happening to me? Was I losing my sanity? Determined to uncover the truth, I continued monitoring the doll day and night. As days turned into weeks, my determination wavered. The constant fear and uncertainty took a toll on my well-being. I started having nightmares, my sleep became restless, and my days were filled with anxiety. One morning, I woke up to find scratches on my arm. Panic surged through me as I examined the wound. It was a small gash, enough to draw blood, but not deep enough to be dangerous. And right next to it, embedded in the dust, was a tiny handprint. A chill ran down my spine. Could this be the work of the doll? Was she reaching out to me in the dead of night, her touch leaving a mark of her presence? Overcome with a sense of dread, I decided to take action. I couldn't bear the constant fear and the mystery any longer. I gathered all my courage and did the unthinkable. I threw the doll in the trash, but the moment I did, my worst fears materialized. At midnight, as I slept peacefully in my bed, my door creaked open. I stirred, my eyes fluttering open, and in the dim moonlight I saw her sitting on my pillow. Her eyes, once a playful blue, now burned with an eerie glow, staring directly at me. Her lips, once a symbol of innocence, now curled into a horrifying grin, stretching impossibly wide. The sight of that grotesque smile sent a jolt of terror through me. I tried to scream, to warn my neighbors, but no sound escaped my lips. My voice was trapped inside me, stolen by the doll's malevolent presence. Struggling to break free, I flailed on the bed, my heart pounding against my ribs. But she was relentless, her grip tightening around my throat. With a final surge of strength, she lifted me from the bed and dragged me towards the window. The cold night air hit my skin as she pushed me out into the darkness. And with that, everything went black. Now, if you ever come across a Labubu doll at a market, run away. Don't make the same mistake I did. Some toys want to play forever, and some never let go. So, have you ever had a haunted toy? If yes, then comment your story below. And don't forget to subscribe, because next week I'll be posting another scary story from Pakistan. So, goodbye for now.